Okay, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here, and today we are going to be talking about the upcoming collaboration for TFD. As you all know, Bayonetta is going to be the next collaboration for TFD, so let's have a little discussion about whether people are going to buy the skin or pass on the skin. I'm actually very interested to find out. So, while we get set up, enjoy some lovely Viking music from me. My day's alright, can't complain. Okay, we can pause it there. Greetings, Baron of the Von Crash. And done. Okay, good. Now then, let's check in with the polls. After 16 votes, ladies and gents, 25%, that's about 4 people, said TFD can take the money. 4 people said, hell no, it's just another skin. Alright, nobody, surprisingly, is taking Bayonetta to the lounge. Wow, I'm actually impressed. And 50% are undecided. They might buy it, they might not buy it. What would make the 50% who are undecided buy the skin? What would make y'all buy the skin? I'm actually very curious. What would be the deciding factor? What would be the factor, the decision, the excision that makes you decision? I am curious to know.
Magisters are probably
I am knowing to
humanity's
curious.
fault, don't you think?
Greetings, Wonder. How you doing, pal? Actually, you know what? I will just straight up get a new one. Okay, wait. Let me thunk for a minute. Okay. This is okay. And the last one will be this. I'm guessing something like that. Okay, and we'll look for one of these. Ugh. Brother, ugh. This is good enough for now. Oh my god, I keep thinking... Okay, this is a little silly of me, but as you guys know, I've been playing Borderlands, right? When it comes to marking something as junk, I keep thinking to myself, ah yes, I just need to right-click on it. So that is very, very silly of me. I need to remember the key to selecting junk is to press a different key. The fact, Native 21, that you're still buying it just because it's a skin is pretty interesting, I will say. That is pretty interesting indeed. I'm more than a little disappointed because, look, skins in this game are just that. They're just skins. So, if it's not going to offer me anything else, then I have no interest in actually buying it. Once you see it in game, Ray, I think you will all be severely disappointed. Because it will just be a skin. I mean, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look like Bayonetta. I mean, they did a fantastic job on the Nier Automata skin, but it's gonna be a skin. Just remember that. So, if you're hoping for it to look anything special, I don't think so. Also, graphical differences are going to be a major thing, so do be aware of that. I mean, realistically speaking, okay, it's just like every other skin. You can just slap on any characters. You can just slap it on any character realistically, and you'll get essentially the same thing. Like so. Except she's got like, so we can put some angel wings on her back. Hello, Lestat. So you can expect the quality of the skin to be high, but yeah. Oh yeah, I've no doubt, Native 21. It's only thanks to nerds like that that the game keeps running, which is completely fine. Like, y'all are literally paying the server costs by spamming the digital currency. I just don't put much value into it. Because for me, the only thing I care about is how many players are playing the game, how many people are donating to me or super chatting to me consistently enough. Right now, there isn't enough because people just aren't interested in the game. Yesterday alone, we just lost another 500 players. So, game's in a shit state right now. And it keeps losing players, which is like, bruh, how can that keep happening? And I mean, how do we lose 500 players just yesterday? It's sad. But they need to deliver the actual content to meet the expectations. Right now, that's the biggest issue. I'm just not seeing enough people willing to spend on the content and willing to consume the content. There's a few of you, which is great. I'm happy for you guys. There's a few of you happy enough to spend, but, you know, it's not enough.
not exceed your limits.
100 people aren't going to pay the salary of the whole dev team. And I feel that if they continue to focus on just selling the skins, which is the biggest issue, I absolutely think the game will die, yes. I'm going to be honest with you, yes, absolutely. If they keep going in the same way, the game is obviously going to die. Because right now, what they're doing is they're constantly going for skin sales. And in a really twisted manner, alright, for all the people that, you know, just buy randomly without supporting the content that keeps the game alive, I'm telling you, I actually kind of in a twisted way hope that the game dies out only so that these people lose their collection. Because once the game dies, your collection is gone. And that's a hard fact. And that's what I think a lot of people need to come to terms with. A lot of them are very forgiving of the developers. And I've seen so many people say, you know, the coping mechanism that I've seen over the last few days where I've been talking about, you know, people being bored with the game. They're like, I'm not bored. No, the game's great. I'm not bored. I'm having so much fun. How did we lose 500 players yesterday? And that's only from Steam. What about the other platforms? Because we can't measure the losses on other platforms on a day-to-day basis. People are dropping the game constantly. Now, some of them are going to come back, which is good. They will always come back. But it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Another game that I very much enjoy, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, had a major update, and I mean a major update yesterday. Alright? They had a major update this week, and they've already lost 1,000 players. So, like, they only get to about, say, 11,000. But every time you lose players, they don't always come back. That's the problem. See, I would love that, Baron. If they do a faithful representation, I would be okay with that. I would fund the skin via chat like I always do if it was a faithful representation. But we've got more than a month, you know. The old gen is a minor thing. It was before season 3 that they went already. Just an FYI, that was before season 3, and the old gen is something that I will say straight has no importance on this game. That has nothing to do with the player numbers now, because they were already dropped way back in July. So that has nothing to do with the current state of the game. And more importantly, old hardware cannot keep up with the current gaming environment. That's just the truth. Alright? It's the same thing that's happening with Borderlands 4 right now. People are trying to play it on very, very old rigs, and it's not running well. It's like, duh, of course, you know? Gaming is an expensive hobby. You've got to keep up with it. I'm not talking about skins. I mean, skins are a factor, but, you know, it's more about, like, the, what you call it? The hardware to keep up with the, you know, the quality of the deliverance. Alcatraz? That is not the case at all. I'd be very happy if that were the case, but absolutely not. Okay? After 200,000 pre-registers, when Season 3 started, we only got 21,000 players on Steam. Granted, the overall player count was somewhere around 70,000, which was really good, but that's really, really far short. I'm talking about peak player count of 200,000 pre-registers. I expected a lot more when the season dropped. Furthermore, in addition to this problem, you know, here's the other issue. All right? Let's cut away the coping mechanisms. Let's talk facts only. They do not have a huge player base. They have a very, very small player base that is dwindling every single time. Because after their whole Season 3 reboot, where they scrambled to get like 200,000 pre-registers, the amount of people watching the stream that day, remember that day that they reached 20,000 people watching the stream? How come after that, like, if the stream numbers are usually about 25% of the total player base, but this time around, it fell far short. You know, I expected way, way more people to be tuning in for Season 3. And they didn't. And that was the big problem. They fell short of expectations. And then when Season 3 came out, and there were a lot of problems at the start of Season 3, now we were having fun. Me, Austin, the boys, we were all having fun. I was having a great time. But I cannot ignore the problems because Season 3 was a botched launch. And that disappointed a lot of people that were excited to come back to the game. They tried playing it. It ran like ass in the Axian plains. And people are like, nope, I'm not coming back. And when you get burned, you're not going to come back again, right? So they lost a major opportunity there, which really disappointed me because I felt that it was such a waste of potential. Do I think they can fix TFD? It's not Nexon. Okay, first and foremost, y'all gotta get that out of your head. Nexon has nothing to do with TFD. Nexon is just a publisher. They don't decide on the game direction. They don't decide on anything like that. The only thing they do is that they support the developers. Okay, so they may be funding the game, things like that, but they don't decide the direction of the game. That's all Magnum Studios. You guys know who Magnum Studios is, right? Magnum Studios is the one actually in charge of development of this game. They're the actual devs. So don't say Nexon, because Nexon has nothing to do with fixing TFD. It's Magnum Studios. Magnum Studios, can they fix TFD? Absolutely. I think they can. But they need to do more. They need to do more than what they're doing right now. Hello, Lawrence. Yeah, of course everybody's bored with the game. Yeah, that's where most people are at, DeAndre. So don't worry, you're in the same boat. Like I said, a lot of people are coping and saying, I'm not bored, you know, game's still good. Like, yo, I'm happy for them. You know, but, you know, that's the kind of thing Claptrap would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue here. I think the game is great. I think the game has potential, but it's not holding player attention. Now, if we compare game on game, this game technically is doing better than Borderlands. How do I know that? Borderlands lost half its players already. Literally, there's a 50% player drop on Steam. Same on the consoles and everything, because people just basically finish the game and they move on. Which is completely fine. But Borderlands is not holding itself out as a live service. I mean, they're going to have updates and DLC and whatnot, but they're not a live service game. TFD is. That's the difference. That's why there needs to be more players willing to continuously play this game. And right now, there isn't. And when players aren't playing the game enough, when players aren't actually, like, supporting the content creators either. And look, I'm not trying to beg for money here, but I will tell you. Did you know that just a few weeks ago, as soon as I would log on, there'd be super chats flying everywhere. People would be throwing super chats at me. That's not happening right now. I haven't gotten a single super chat in the entire time I've been talking. Okay, and I'm not begging for money here, but I'm telling you that when this happens, when the money dries up, okay, the content dries up, because is there any incentive for the content creators to create new content, create exciting new things for you? Is there? There isn't, because we're all in this as a business. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying through the teeth, because as soon as they get famous or popular, they're going to be in it for a business. That's a fact, all right? So let's not pretend that these people aren't in it for the subs, donations, tips, whatever. All right? They are. And that's facts. But when the content dries up and when the money dries up, we can't keep going either. And that's the big problem. Love you, John. Let me know exactly what you want me to play for you, all right? I got plenty of new stuff and plenty of old stuff anytime. But before we play any songs, you know, let me keep talking for a second because this is important to say. All right? This is very important to say. And also, guys, please don't mention Warframe here. I'm so sorry about that. The only reason I have to block the mention of Warframe is because trolls come and hit our channel every time we mention it. So let's not talk about the WF game. Let's focus on TFD. I get what you mean, but let's focus on TFD first, right? So, okay, what I will say to that, DeAndre, is that it's not the day one players who do the new content and leave. Because the day one players are actually sticking with this game more than a lot of you other guys are. And that's facts. Some of the day one players are still playing day one, like myself. So it's not the day one players that are just doing the content hopping off, no. In fact, it's the people, it's the new blood. We're not seeing enough new blood, you know, coming in. All right? They're not seeing the new blood coming in. And that's the problem. I want to retain the new players. I want the new players to come in and have a great time. And the devs have tried their best to make the new player experience good. But I feel like there's still like some kind of gap, you know, because the issue is that the new players, they ramp up. Okay, man, they get into hard mode. They watch my guide. They're ready to get some builds. And then the biggest problem is that they get disappointed so quickly because they built Ultimate Luna and they're like, RealAsianRobot, what's next? I'm like, that's it, homie. Yeah, that's it, homie, man. Like, you've got Ultimate Luna now. You can just, I mean, you can go balls to the walls with 7 shawls, make some calls, I guess, you know. But yeah, there you go. Like, this is my answer to people because there is no answer. Hence, the problem. This is the issue. There is nothing much for the people, for the public, to do. Once they've gotten their most powerful build, it's just they can make some variations of their powerful build, but ultimately, they're done. They beat the storm hanger, you know, they beat this, they beat that. Done. Over. Finito. Finite incantem. Yeah, except that they troll my channel constantly if we mention their game, so let's not talk about that. There's no need to bring up the competition. Let's just focus on TFD. I hope you can obey my rules. If you can't, then I just literally have to throw you out of the stream, and I'd really rather not do that. But yeah, because every time we mention that game, trolls come and hit my channel like I literally said, so unless you're deaf, please listen up, yeah? I'm gonna remove that message, don't let it happen again. Now, see, endgame is a concept that can never be defined. No matter how much people ask me to define endgame, there is no definition of endgame. Endgame is simply something that keeps players invested. It can be anything. We've actually spitballed several ideas of what potentially could count as endgame. Several players have said that how about an endless defense mode? That's one type of endgame. Like literally a hold the line. Can you imagine a Defense of Albion type scenario? You fight city block to city block, you hold the line against endless waves of Vulgus while people evacuate or something like that. The longer you survive, the more your rewards. Something fun to do with friends. And maybe not limited to 4 people. Maybe make it like 12 people or something like that. Give Yujin a role. Let him actually play medic, you know? That is the second problem we encountered though, Ziggy. See, the preview is on their TFD official channel. Check it out there. But yeah, that is the second issue. What rewards are good? Because what we have is a progression-based game. So there will never be super secret legendary loot. There will never be any kind of like, you know, hyper special loot that can only be obtained in there. So it's hard to get the dopamine rush. That's another issue that plagues the whole thing. How do we give players their dopamine rush? Because right now they're not getting the dopamine rush. They aren't. There needs to be a way for them to get their rush. There needs to be a way for them to feel like they're getting something meaningful with the time that they spend in game. So those kinds of super awesome modes, they work if there is something to hold the player attention. Anything to hold the player attention, to be fair. Okay. Endgame could absolutely be the lounge. Alright, don't knock the lounge because endgame could absolutely be the lounge. The lounge is totally useless for those of us that want a hardcore looter shooter. But it's very much a place where a lot of people are enjoying their time. So that brings the question of what kind of game do they want to be? Do you see how that all comes back to the initial thing? Whereby we need to ask ourselves, what type of game are we making? Listen, there are a lot of things that could fix this. Am I having fun on TFD? Of course not. I have no fun on TFD at all. There's zero fun for me because I've done everything. I've done everything that needs to be done. I'm just here to make money, as I've always said, and I'm fully honest about that. I'm only here for money. Nothing else. Nothing else keeps me here. I don't enjoy the content. I don't have fun right now. I have fun when something updates, when something new drops like everybody else. But at this current moment, absolutely not, of course. You'd have to be crazy to be having fun with this. Friends visiting your lounge is coming, FYI. You see, Eric, that all this boils down to the issue of there is, number one, no definition of endgame. It's very difficult to implement some kind of endgame because even in other looter shooters or in other ARPGs, endgame is literally just farming for like your one piece of super awesome loot. Then once you get it, you're done. And so you also drop those games. You get what I mean? That's why it's hard to have a true endgame. Games like Helldivers, even they lose players, but technically speaking, they have an actual repetitive end game. Doing the hardest level dives, surviving with friends. Now that is a form of end game. Wall Crasher could have been a type of end game, but the problem is that we delete it so fast, you know, that it doesn't really count as end game. End game needs to be challenging in a meaningful way. It needs to challenge players and keep them playing. Dark Tide, funnily enough, for all the low players it has, you know, Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, if we just take a look at it, right now, if I go to Steam charts and take a look at Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, before their update, they had about 4,300 players. They doubled that with the update, going up to 12,000. And now they're back down to about 10K-ish, you know. But do you know that they have a Havoc game mode, which is pretty darn fun? It's really, really challenging. So you have to be like best of the best to get through it, which is kind of the whole point of endgame. It has to challenge. It has to give content creators a reason to play, and it has to make content about it. It has to give people a reason to make videos, to keep people interested. Because look, a lot of player interest is driven by seeing their favorite streamers and creators create videos, play the game, that kind of thing. That is something that holds people through, you know? That's why I feel like we need more. You know, it's hard to define, but we need more. We need like something, maybe even something Souls-like that could hook player interest. You know, if you guys watch the Bayonetta trailer, if you guys watch that, in fact, you know what? Why don't we put it on? Actually, why don't we put it on? Why don't we put it on? I used to have an old rap song called "Put It On." I'm in need of something different. I can't live it all. You know, that actually gives me the same vibes right here, because if we take a look at the Bayonetta trailer, okay, wait, let me get it out here for you guys. Yeah, thanks YouTube for the useless information. Okay, add window capture, Chrome window capture. Sorry, bear with me, I'm setting this up because don't forget, new PC. Okay, here we go. There we are. Great. Okay. Good night, Sir Tommy. I love Jaber's expression in this. Sorry, wait. Let me put it in 4K. Looks good, right? Except Ice Maiden is so weak. So now Bayonetta comes in. There's Gley, by the way. Now, if Gley could actually move like this, then this would make sense. If Gley had 2 pistols, this would make sense. Tell me, can Gley pull off moves like that? Now, look, I absolutely think that they've done a fantastic job on the skin. Bayonetta looks so amazing. I love it. I do. I really do. All right, I am down for Bayonetta. Bayonetta, all right, is hands down my favorite character. Everybody better call her mommy when she drops. But here's the problem. None of that in the trailer can be done. None of that in the trailer can be done. Furthermore, who the hell is gonna spend all that time flourishing on Ice Maiden when Haley can one-shot her? Excuse me? Excuse you, pimp? Who the hell is gonna actually waste their time on that? It was purely entertainment value. It is purely marketing hype to get you guys to buy Bayonetta, and it worked. Because all of you here, you saw the skin, you saw how amazing it is. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that. Except that you can do none of what was in there. I tell you, let me slap on that skin, kind of like how in Monster Hunter, you know, when I slap on the Akuma skin, I can do a Shoryuken. I can do a Hadoken. Yeah. See, I can do all of that. In Monster Hunter. Wait. Sorry, guys. What the hell just happened there? Did you guys see that? Cam froze for a second. I'm so sorry about that. It should be fine now. Okay, my cam is fine. Sorry. Coming back to that. Y'all saw that shit, right? And sorry, let me get out of here so I'm not interrupting anyone else's run. Hypernauts, I appreciate your thoughts, but don't ever mention that game here, because if you do, trolls come and hit my channel. So I'm just going to remove that message right now. You must be new to the channel, because basically everybody here knows that we don't mention that game here. Thank you, and hope you can respect that rule. Skin buffing would indeed be awful, but guess what? We actually need a way of giving the skins more values. We do. If Monster Hunter Wilds can do it, we can do it. Make it so the dodge is like Bayonetta's dodge. Make it more smooth. Make it more awesome. You know, there are so many things you can do without making it pay to win. There's a lot you can do without making it pay to win. And you see, Codename Easy, that's also a thing. Why could we not have introduced Bayonetta as a descendant? In their first collab, I asked the question, why couldn't we have 2B as her own descendant? If they're going to do a collab, they need to do it right. Make 2B a descendant. Why not? Because we're getting swords. They need to actually make the collabs worthwhile, because all it is a skin. In a little while, I'm going to go dance as 2B, okay, with Ultimate Luna, and that's all that's going to happen with Bayonetta. Because I'm going to guarantee you right now that that's exactly what's going to happen. People are going to get the skin. People are going to call her mommy, all right, for a little while. Then they're just going to slap the skin on Ultimate Luna, and Bayonetta's just going to dance on Ultimate Luna's little thing while going around, which, to be frank, I'm honestly excited to see, but that's all it is. That is all that's going to happen. You know, the sword back attachment is actually a weapon in Nier Automata. This is the Faith Sword, FYI. For anyone that does not know, this is the Faith Sword. This sword could deflect projectiles and give you back health. Those of you who play the game, you guys know that, right? Okay, so when swords actually come into this game, is this going to remain a back attachment, or are we actually going to get this as a skin for the weapon? If we're going to get swords in TFD, why can't it have the skin? Because we already paid for it. Like, hello? It's literally a sword. You know, and this is kind of the problem with all these collaboration nonsense. I get what they're trying to do. I do. I hear them. I understand. I like what they're trying to do. But it's not enough. You're not giving me enough value, because guess what? The Bayonetta skin is going to be just as expensive. Y'all remember how expensive this was. You guys in chat bought it for me, and it was close to $100. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that, Hypernauts. I think we all are on the same page. Yes, they definitely need more modular content. They need something that is actually good. But the problem is that when we say they need something that is actually good, what exactly defines actually good? What are we actually going to do that is actually good? Because this whole game is based on a progression system. It's not like Destiny 2. Now, thankfully, I can mention Destiny 2 without getting trolls in. But Destiny 2, you can farm for exotics. I still think about the Ace of Spades and Trinity Ghoul. Everyone here knows I mention them all the time. Telesto, of course, excellent fusion rifle, but it was like broken nearly every time I played anyway, so I never got to use it. It was a fun rifle though. There's so many cool exotic weapons that are very, very interesting and very, very awesome, but we don't have them here, do we? We don't. We doth not. We do not haveth such things in our possession. So, you know, the hell. Do you know how fun it is to find a legendary weapon that clicks with you in Borderlands 4? Those of you that have been keeping up with my Borderlands 4 streams, have you seen the absolutely... By the way, hey, Don, have you absolutely seen the grenade that I got? The weird-ass grenade that talks to you? I mean, I'm not expecting Borderlands 4 humor here, but it's absolutely hilarious because, you know, the grenade says, like, I'm gonna boom, and it's like this absolutely... I've got this absolutely psychopathic grenade that talks to me when I throw it. And it's so funny, it grows on you. And then we've got other legendary weapons that each, like I've got this assault rifle, right? That literally allows me to add a second barrel onto the gun so I can spam bullets faster. Now that's a legendary weapon. Sure, it's only, because it's a fire type weapon, it's only effective against enemies that are flesh and blood. But do you know how fun it is to just snap on that extra barrel and then I double my fire rate and go brrr? Y'all have seen how fast I can melt some bosses that are like flesh and blood? It does sound like Tina. I love that grenade. That grenade is my spirit animal, okay? Because it sounds as psychotic as Tina. I would say wait for a sale unless you are running an RTX 5090 like me. Thanks, John, for all the tech help, by the way, and getting this PC up and running. But unless you're going to run an RTX 5090, you just wait on it. I would say wait at least another month or two for optimization to be good. Then we can start. Then you can start buying. But I would suggest watching my gameplay. Oh, console's even worse. They're having like those massive frame rate drops. So you should wait until it's all resolved. All right. These are the issues that I'm talking about. Now, let's actually take a look at the polls. We've had 103 votes so far. By the way, guys, don't forget to like and share the stream. And also, if you guys want to support more content, you like me talking in your faces, please send a few super chats. All right, my revenue is down this month. I hate to be begging for money, but honestly, the content game has been rough this month, especially with so many people getting bored and leaving TFD. All right, so thank you if you decide to do that. Now, let's get back to the polls. Taking a look at that, we've had 104 votes so far. Only 18% of people, which is still 18 people. Now, thank you guys for keeping the server running because they're like, yes, TFD can take my money. Take my money. You know? 4070 Ti Super. Isn't it only a 4070 Super or 4070 Ti? I'm not aware if there's a Ti Super, but what I will say is that Lancer, bro, you should be all right if you're not a streamer. If you're not a streamer, you're fine. Void Vessels are boring because the same damn Void Vessel each time. If they had actual differences or procedural generation, I might say okay with that. Codename Easy, stop being broke. Man, why are you so broke? Get the hell out of my stream, broke ass. All right. Now, for the 37% of people that said might buy 50-50, fair enough. You know, I look forward to seeing your ultimate decision. But about 40% of people, now it's 39. Hey, there's my man, Lewis. Now, 39% of people said, no, it's just a skin. I'm with you. I'm probably going to be in that category. Unless chat decides that I should have the skin for whatever reason. And 4% said they're taking Bayonetta to the lounge. You people disgust me. Okay? I'm one of you, but you still disgust me. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. I might be Super Saiyan, but I'm just saying. You guys disgust me. I'm one of you, but you guys disgust me, okay? Hey, Eddie. That's fine, Don. That's fine. I'll just make note of the fact that you never donate to me either. So I'll just keep that in mind, okay? I'm not saying I want that cat, but it's one of the ways that you can create a dopamine rush for your players. When you have farmable weapons that, you know, change the way the game is played, like exotic weapons in Destiny 2 or in Borderlands, like how the legendary weapons, some are good, some are really, really trash. Like the Rainbow Vomit is hilarious. It's a shotgun that fires all the elements at the same time, but it acts like a grenade launcher. So it drops, it has a lot of bullet drop. But if you use it up close and personal, it's freaking funny because it just like absolutely like rips, you know, it rips an enemy if you're up close and personal. So things like that. Or there's the Kickballer shotgun, which I got the other day. It fires these balls of death that bend it like Beckham. But here's the problem with the Kickballer. If you fire it right next to yourself, you're going to die instantaneously. So there's a lot of ways that you can make like stuff happen. You get what I mean? I'm not sure if Bayonetta's under Nintendo. Oh, it is actually. It's developed by Platinum Games, published by Nintendo. So it's only published by Nintendo. They funded the development of Bayonetta 2 and 3, but the actual studio is Platinum Games. So they're probably had to collab with Platinum Games rather than Nintendo, because Nintendo is, I'll be real with you, ass. Listen, Elmer, we got one right there. Dawn already said that she's going to buy the skin, all right? She needs to rub 10 out before she makes the decision, but you know what? She's going to do exactly that.
New super chat received.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. I'm going to owe all of you music, so make sure you guys know what kind of music you want, because I'll be playing it soon, you know, once the discussion section is done. I said what I said, okay, Don, you better go rub 10 out, because this girl is going to be spending money. She don't even donate to me, but she's donating straight to TFD. I tell you, she's going to buy that $100 Bayonetta skin. She's going to buy the $50 Halloween skin. I tell you, this girl is ready. She's ready to break her bank account. All right, she's ready to break her bank account, but there you go. Ladies and gents, let me introduce you to Dawn, okay? She is the ultimate gooner. If the highest level gooner in TFD is a level 100 gooner, Dawn is a level 1000 gooner, okay? She is the gooner queen. If this was Borderlands 4, she'd be a boss that you have to fight in a side quest, all right? You just drive out of the safe house, and then, you know, Levaine's gonna contact you and say, Vault Hunter, we have the Gooner Queen now. She's raising a bit of a ruckus outside of the walls. Could you be a darling and go over there and take care of her? And then as soon as you arrive in the area on your little hover bike, all right, the first line you're gonna hear is Dawn shouting Spanish at me from like the tower window or something, and Ripper's just gonna come out everywhere, and all the Rippers are gonna be dressed in like Gooner outfits. So yes, that is exactly how I envision the entire boss fight with Dawn. But jokes aside, and this is just a joke, obviously, Dawn's my friend, but jokes aside, the fact of the matter is, you know, this situation that we have is like a representation of the problem that we are facing in TFD right now. The problem that we are facing stems from the fact that we don't have a direction for the game. What are we supposed to do? This is exactly what I said in my video. Are we a Gooner game? Are we a serious game? Because I'll tell you right now. You're right about that, Dazzler. You're right. Did you know that, and I hate saying this, I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. I feel like I need to wash my mouth out with soap. But I need to tell you guys this. Gacha games, when Gacha games do collabs, you get more value out of the Gacha games than you actually do in this game. Hold up a second. Oh, sorry, I've been away for a long enough time, but people might say, hold up a second, Robot, how do you figure that? How do you figure that gacha games get more value? Let me break it down for you. When a gacha game does a collaboration, you can usually pull the character. Usually. Excuse me. And when you pull the character in the game, they actually have abilities that represent what the character can do. Raid Shadow Legends recently had a collaboration with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, getting some of those legendaries is absolutely impossible unless you're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars. But they have abilities that are related to their character in the series or TV show or whatever. And that's kind of the thing. In the gacha game, you actually get the character. You actually get the character. Oh, well, thank you for the super, Elmer. All right, appreciate all that. But you actually get the character. You actually get the character. You get to play the character. And you actually get to use the character as part of your team. Here you don't. It's my own character, but I get a skin. Now, I'm really happy that I can put the skin on any character. All right? I can't wait to see Bayonetta. I can't wait to see Serenetta, Halenetta, Lunanetta, you know? Of course, Gley is the one that was designed for, so it's going to be Bayonetta all the way. But I don't get the character. I am just paying $100 for a skin. So why would I not take that 100 USD, plonk it into a gacha game, and I could pull the entire banner probably for about 100, all right, and get the character that I want. Or in some of them, they actually let you straight up buy the character if you're going to pay that much. And then you can use that character in your team, actually get abilities related to the character, and then that's kind of fun. So it's like... yeah. I don't know about Street Fighter Duel. But, I mean, fair enough, you know. Like, you'd probably be able to get the actual character in those games, like you said. Hey, Joe. Enjoy your vacation in Puerto Rico, man. Alright? Remember, okay? Get all the hot mamacitas and bring them to my stream. I'm still holding you to that promise, okay? Anyway. Where was I? I was about to say something. I had a point. I had a thought in my mind. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But, look. I like TFD. I don't hate TFD. You know, contrary to what all the people are saying about me, I don't hate TFD. I'm not here to see this game die. I'm not here to kill your game. I'm not here to kill your fun. I'm here to actually be an honest creator that supports the people because I want you guys to have a great game. You know? You can make playable characters out of anything, Alcatraz, which is exactly the issue here. Why aren't we getting Bayonetta as playable? Because look, what she could do in the trailer was awesome. Even if you put it on Gley, maybe make it so that there's a Bayonetta. You can just, I mean, we already have Gley, Ultimate Gley. What's wrong with having a third version? Huh? We could have a third version called Bayonetta. A special version of Gley that gets a special dodge animation. Even something small like that would make it so much more wild. You know, give her some actual, like, you know, pistols and things like that. You know, like give her I don't care if they give her a wicked weave. Let me use Gley's skills to like summon Madame Butterfly. You know? Well, listen, AOD. Look, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I wouldn't go that far, but I do think that it would be nice. If they added unique idle animations, walk animations, run animations, yes, please, Cat Miller. These are all things that are possible without great changes to the game, but it would make it so much more fun. Look, 2B just runs like every other character. You know? The Nier Automata collab is nice, but all I am is my own character just in a skin. No unique animation, no unique things like that. Give me that Bayonetta walk. Give me that Bayonetta walk. And you know what? Why don't the guys get a collab? Why haven't we gotten a Devil May Cry collab for the guys? Is the guys collab not worth it? Because I tell you, you put swords in this game, and then you give me, like, say, Jaber as Virgil, or give me some sword character with, like, literally Virgil skin, And I will be running around as Virgil the entire day. Why haven't the guys got a collab yet? Devil May Cry is right there. Give me freaking Virgil, and I will just like, I will question about whether people are motivated enough. I will literally go and make a heavy metal track, okay, that y'all can play when you play with the Virgil skin. Just like how I made K-pop with Ultimate Luna. Yeah. Lepic as Sephiroth, please don't do that to me. Only Jaber can be Sephiroth, okay? Lepic is too weak to be Sephiroth. Jaber. Only Jaber exists, okay, guys? No other descendants exist. There's only Jaber. You see, it's kind of like that. Let me unlock a hero. Let me unlock Bayonetta in-game. Let me unlock somebody as 2B. Let me unlock Virgil. Let me unlock Dante. You know? I want to be the storm that is approaching. But this game is not letting me. And that brings me to the other worry. Swords are coming next week. Do you think they're going to be fun? Or do you think they're going to be shite? Right now, me and Austin, we're panicking because we know what swords are like in Destiny 2. And if the swords in this game are anything like Destiny 2, I'm going to flip this table, okay, 720 degrees. Because if I don't spin it through the air, I'll be very sad. But my table is going to be flipped 720 degrees. Because if the swords in this game suck, we're going to have a problem. Destiny 2 swords require ammo. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they did that here? Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. I hope y'all are wrong. I hope me and Austin are wrong. Because I'll tell you this right now, all right? The swords better... Oh, sorry. Please do not mention that game here. But I agree with you. But we cannot mention the WF game because otherwise trolls come and hit my channel. So I'll just delete that message. Please do not mention that game here. All right? Thank you, guys. If you mention that game, trolls do come and hit my channels. But unfortunately, Destiny 2 swords would be the wrong idea. I'd rather they have swords like in other games with actual melee combat. Okay, without naming the actual game, yes, I agree with you. Guys, please stop mentioning Warframe here. I do not want to have to kick anyone from my channel, but if you keep mentioning that game here, all right, it causes trolls to hit this channel. Why? Because in the past, that's what they did. We had to deal with like more than 10 trolls coming in and saying, play Warframe, play Warframe. So guys, next person that mentions Warframe, you're getting chat banned. All right, do not mention it here. Unless you are only watching me for the first time today, you should all be very, very familiar with the rules. You can mention Stellar Blade or any other game, but nobody should be mentioning the WF game because their community is one of the most toxic and insane communities out there. They're like the rippers of the internet, okay? They've ripped their bolts. They've run away from the order. They're absolutely insane. They're all psychopaths. So can we not mention that game here, please? While I understand where you guys are coming from, okay, this channel has been literally abused by them over and over and over again. My block list on this channel is like freaking 500 people that is only those people who literally keep coming here and saying, this game sucks, huh? TFD sucks, huh? Play this other game. Play this other game. They wouldn't be here if their game was so great. But you know what? They have their own player base. I can't really knock them for that. You know? But I really wish people would stop mentioning that game. So guys, don't do that. Or the next person to mention it gets a straight up chat ban 24 hours. I'd hate to have to do that, but I got to keep my career and my channel safe. Okay, are we clear on all that? Never mention it again here. You want to hang out at my stream? That game does not get mentioned. Period. Okay. Now, I'm going to be playing music and chilling in the Axian Plains because things are starting to ease off right now. But I think I've made my point. I hear you, AOD. I want TFD to be the best game it can be. I think you and I want the same things. I feel that. I want this game to be great. I want this game to be the most exciting experience in the history of experiences, maybe ever. But is it going to be an exciting experience? Or is it just going to be terrible and sad? That's my only issue. That's what I'm worried about. 1 second. One second. One second. Sorry, guys. I started my side business, so I think I might have gotten my first client. I was just messaging them back. My apologies. I'm trying to make more money because right now things are really, really tough with me because content here has gone down the toilet. So this month's earnings are doing my best on the side. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep that side hustle to keep the money going. I wouldn't mind an extra tier of gear like Transcendent tier, but right now the problem is the gear is not exciting enough, you know? Having seen what legendaries do in Borderlands 4, legendaries here feel so bland. I mean, what the hell kind of unique ability is this? Dispel? I don't want Dispel. I want my piercing light to pierce through the heavens. I want it to be a drill that can pierce through the heavens, transform into some kind of talking weapon, you know? Like, yo. And this useless piercing 2 or more targets ability, I don't need that shit. Give me an actual weapon that fires like the super railgun that'll instantly one-shot everyone in Albion. I don't care if they're in town. I want to kill everybody in town. All right? Borderlands style. But yeah, no, seriously, we need some more. Or even if we're not talking Borderlands, let's talk about, why don't we just make exotics like, oh, I don't know, how about Ace of Spades, where if I shoot a Vulgus in the head, they explode. Or Sunshot, where they do the same thing. Or how about Trinity Ghoul, where I fire a bow and lightning comes down. You know? And that's kind of the problem, Robert. TFD is caught in a catch-22. They're using the Gunnar skins to fund the gameplay, but because they're doing this half and half bullshit, you know, they're doing this really weird half and half type bullshit, they're not actively improving the core aspects. So the hardcore players are getting more bored and leaving. The Gunners only come for a little while, and even they aren't going to keep spending if there's no value to their spending because the game isn't Gunnar enough for them. Like, what have you seen some of the Nikkei skins? Like, Nikkei, go with hair covering the eyes. 1 second, I don't know her name, but there's this one character that's, what the frick is her name? Is it El? I think somebody on the internet knows. It is! Okay, so Elg... where is it? Aha, here it is. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna show you an image. I'm sorry for this, but this is the only way to actually, like, show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is exactly what I'm talking about. My sincerest apologies for this. Okay, it's gonna take me a second to show you, but okay. So, do you see this above my head? This is what the Gunnar character in freaking Nikkei looks like. This is the Gunnar skin that they released. And that is what real Gunnar power is. I'm being honest here. That's kind of the problem. Thank you, Gabak, for the lovely super. Hey, I think we finally managed to go below the 50. I can finally advertise it as 40. Phew. Thank you. All the supers are going toward the webcam. Thank you so much, Gabak. I'll be playing music for you guys in a second. All right, but and if I don't finish playing a section of music today, please allow me to play it for you on the next stream. Tomorrow is a full day of Dark Tide, so I hope you guys will look forward to that. But let's get back to my point. That's the level of Gooner. That's the level of Gooner that we have in other games. I am not zooming in. I'm not falling for that trap. It's a trap, okay? The Gooner we have in this game is not on that level. The Gooner that we have in this game is not on that level. Because even the highest level of Gooner in this game is not on that level. I'm not showing you guys again. Okay? I'm not showing you guys again. Alright? But if you want, you can look up I'll tell you guys what to type into Google image search, but this is one of the ones that you can look for. Hey, Don. So this character is also one that has a very, very nice Gooner type skin. She is one of my favorite Nikes, by the way. But our Gooner skins are not quite on that level. I mean, they're decent, but look at that claw hand. Look at her claw hand, huh? That's wild. Claw hand. Look at Viesa in a mask. All right. That's right. You stare at your tea and you stay away from me.
Got any interesting news?
Our Gooner skins are almost on that level, but you know, not quite on that level. And this is the issue. This is about the maximum Gooner that we have. But in Nikkei, they are actually used in combat, you know, wiggling all over the place and all that shenanigans. So other games do a lot more Gooner than we do. So this game has to figure out its direction. Are we going full Gooner? Are we gonna goon to the heavens? Or are we gonna go serious looter shooter? Because if we're going serious looter shooter, they need to introduce some Borderlands. They need to introduce some... Now, I finally played the Borderlands series. 4 is my first Borderlands that I ever played because I was given a key by 2K. And I have enjoyed it so much that I'm just like, whoa. So this is what I've been missing out on. And I feel like, hey, maybe we need to have, like, if this game wants to be serious looter shooter, maybe that's what we need. You know, some fun ass legendary weapons. We need some Tiny Tina. We need some Miss Moxie in this game. We need some of that shit. All right, instead of Miss Moxie, all we have is this girl here. All we have is an A. And she don't even call us sugar.
Human child.
All right?
What do you need?
All she calls us is a special human child. But can you imagine if she talked like Miss Moxie from Borderlands? Every time you go to research something, she's like, hey there, sugar. What can I get you? You here to research something? You know, something like that. Give me something like that. But instead, no, we've got an S who only calls us the special human child. I don't know. I feel like they need to, if they want to go full looter shooter, we either need fun looter shooter or we need like serious looter shooter. You know, like, I hate saying it, but Destiny 2 or the competitor of this game, whom we cannot mention for obvious reasons. But if they're going to go serious, they better do that. If they are going to go Gooner, then I want to see some Nikkei shit in this game. All right, they got to pick a direction. Because direction is what they are lacking the most. Listen, you guys search for what you needed to search. You don't need to search for anything else. You understand me? Okay. Now, the other thing that I'll teach you guys to search for is this, okay? And FYI, a actual human cosplayer cosplayed this. So some people said that her body shape and size was unrealistic. And then some human cosplayer was like, nah, hold my beer. I'ma do it for real. So this is from Nikkei. All right, this is one of the reasons why everyone plays Nikkei. But an actual human female cosplayer actually did the cosplay. And yeah, holy hell. So definitely not an unrealistic body shape there. Which means that this game still has room to Gooner grow. I know that sounds like a kid's TV show, but come on. They can Gooner grow. But they choose not to Gooner grow. They're choosing to half and half. A man, if you're a real man in this game, you cannot half-ass things. A real man does not half-ass things. A real man should never half-ass two things. You need to whole ass one thing. And that's the crucial key. Right now, they're half-assing. They need to whole ass. Okay? Whether it's Bayonetta's ass, whether it is, you know, some actual ass, whether or not it's looter ass, they need to ass something. And that's the key. Okay? Oh, you guys are all gonna go down that rabbit hole. Yes, you are, because I know these things. I know these things because I'm a special human being, a special human child. I actually played Nikke for a while, didn't spend anything on it, but I have to admit, okay, that when I saw Anise for the first time, yeah, don't look up her cosplayers because, yep. If you look up Anise in, well, you guys have already seen her summer skin, but if you look up Anise, right, and you look up her cosplayers, yeah, okay, some stuff happens, all right? Some stuff happens like that grenade I have in Borderlands that talks a lot of weird, kinky crap, but yes. All right, y'all can go get the scientific proof, but Nikke is a game that has retained a big audience. By the way, they're the same people that made Stellar Blade. So Nikke has retained a big audience because of that. They used all them Gooner bucks to fund Stellar Blade, and look how that turned out. Now they're going to use the Stellar Blade Gooner bucks to fund even more Nikke, and then they're going to fund even more other stuff. All right? So that's how it is, ladies and gents. And that's why you either go full Gooner, but never half Gooner. There is only full Gooner or no Gooner at all. You can't have it both ways, all right? And even if you want to have it both ways, you gotta have a path, a direction. What are they gonna do? All right? What are they doing here? What is the reason for being? The raison d'etre. The raison d'Andre. Okay, anyway, I've said enough. You guys all understand my piece on this. Now I've got to play some music for the crowd. John, could you pick 4 or 5 songs for me? All right. Then all the other people, Lewis, I want you to pick a song. Baron, I want you to pick a song. Gabak, I want you to pick a song. Elmer, I want you to pick a song. Let's all pick some types of music here, ladies and gents. Let's get a nice little mishmash playlist going. But I know exactly what John's going to open up with. All right. I know exactly what John's going to open up with, and I'm going to go for all that military rock. So, ladies and gents, I hope you guys are ready. Full Gooner doesn't necessarily mean investment in the skins alone. For Full Gooner, they need a way of, like, leading into, as I mentioned, the AI in the lounge or something. There needs to be a lot of people, you know, like... there needs to be like a reason for us to talk to the Descendants, interact, you know, build up our romance and relationship with them. All right, sounds good, John. That's a hell of a good selection. And what's my favorite genre of music? I make all kinds, man. All right, I make a whole bunch of music. Why? Because I'm crazy like that. I was born crazy. But let's start with one of John's favorites, ladies and mental gens. If you guys are ready, there's about to be a picture of a soldier, okay, on a wall. And they're about to say, "Thanks for your service, son." Now then, where ist mein playlist? There it is. Okay. Let me get this one in as well. I think we will be able to do that in future. Yes, Don. At least to the best of my knowledge, they have said we will be able to. Now, let's go get some military rock. It's time, it's time, it's time. I've talked enough, ladies and gents. I've talked enough. I've spocked enough. I've locked enough. I've glocked enough. So let's get dancing. Ladies and gents, here's some music for everybody. And Metal Machine Requiem, no problem, Baron. Hip Hop for Lewis, no problemo, I got you all. Gabak, let me know if you pick something as well.
I was off by the army post when they said this'll be your new home now. Here's a bed.
Sure, if Gabak wants it, no problem, Austin. I'm okay with prestige.
The front porch swing and a dirt road ride. All the friends that I had moved on, and all the family I had were gone. I called them up and they never answer. I guess I'm just a stranger to them now. There's a picture of a soldier on the wall. They say thanks for your service, son. But the man in the mirror's not the same. Not the man I was before the war. And every day
They are ready.
I wake up with the shame. I'm back there every night,
And I can't escape.
Destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm.
and I don't understand why I'm here.
We have reached
When I saw better men die over there, I take pills
Sounds good,
for
Gabak.
my mind and for my heart. They never do a thing except make me feel worse. And the man in the mirror stares back at me and says the answer's
At the bottom of a bottle.
There's a picture of a soldier on the wall. They say thanks for your service, son. But the man in the mirror's not the same.
Not the man I was before the war. It's my own music. It's called After Deployment. It's some military rock that I made. Good shit, huh? It's one of John's favorites. I'll be releasing it soon, I hope. My music is always very authentic. I'll be playing more military rock soon. Alright? So I look forward to sharing my entertainment with y'all. Make sure y'all keep tuning into my SoundCloud because more and more of my music is going to be released there soon. Alright, we're going to go on a music releasing frenzy ASAP. I've been struggling a lot these past few weeks and stuff, but we're getting back to it. So thank you to everyone who supports. Now, just to say about the prestige thing, I'm 100% down for it. I think that if we end up doing some prestige stuff, I'm okay with it. I think that'd be cool to have, but we'll see how it goes, you know? I would love to definitely have more prestige stuff to do in this game. Now, more military rock for John. Here's his next favorite song, Panic Attack. And a lot of my new music is with the new AI that just got released recently. So expect some good shit coming soon.
Always there. It keeps on getting louder, deafening. Breath,
Shallow breath.
it gets so hard to breathe, can't breathe. It takes me back to when my mind was clearer then. I wish it was pretend, not pretend. Anxiety attack, it always comes back. Fear, fear, fear. Panic attack, it's got me off track. It's near, near, so near. Everywhere, it keeps on getting closer in my head. Breath, shallow breath. It gets so hard to breathe. The world is crashing down on me. It takes me back to when my mind was clearer then. I wish it was pretend, not pretend. Anxiety attack, it always comes back. Fear, fear, fear.
Carnival.
Panic attack, it's got me off track. It's near, near, so near. But I won't let it win, no. I'm taking back control, yeah. I'll fight the feeling, face the dread. This war is fought inside my head. I'm stronger now, I've got the will. I'll stand my ground, I'll stand so steady. Anxiety attack, it always comes back. Fear, fear, fear. Panic attack, it's got me off track. It's near, near, so near. I'm not afraid of you anymore. No longer trapped behind this door. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm kicking down the walls. I'm kicking down the walls. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
I'm glad you all enjoy that. That's the way to enjoy a song. Now, we'll shift over to hip hop for a second. And actually, you know what? Since it's perfect 2 minutes until this thing comes in, you know, it's time for some Metal Machine Requiem. So, big thank you to everybody. It's all good, Austin. No problem. Thank you for the super. Wrath of the Abyss, easy peasy, no problem. I'm gonna deliver that to you. But I also deliver plenty of songs for Gabak, so if you got anything you want specifically, let me know. I'm gonna be going ham with the new AI soon. I can't wait. Honestly, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to it. But what in the butt? It's time for Baron's selection because I know he's gonna love this one. It is his current favorite song. He's been obsessed with it. It is the Metal Machine Requiem. If you guys don't know, I've been making some really, really heavy songs. So if you guys don't like the super heavy stuff, you know, well, too bad. All right. Now, here's a little hip hop for this fight.
I will not allow you. Let's go.
Time for us to change up some genres, yeah?
Front of my closet, skeletons all around. PTSD, I'm out the window, clutching my pistol now. Made it through poverty, through the struggles, we made it out. Remember robbing the plug, I was plotting on kicking doors down. Ain't gotta ride with the crew, cause they still down. They still get it, ain't no question if they still round. Granny crying to the Lord, cause her grandson the target now. Damn, she just buried her son, now she fear for her grandson now. Wore the same clothes every day, but my heart was pure. Just trying to escape a life I couldn't endure. My cousin gone now, star in the sky. Another young soul had to learn how to fly. Yeah, it's in the Bible, the good die.
Oh, trust me, Eddie. I got the real deal for you guys.
Just pray that my time ain't come. Ride hard, make it out the jungle. Running through the streets, it's a Royal Rumble. Scoring touchdowns, never fumble. Ride hard, make it out the jungle. Through the trenches, I made it out the jungle. Making it out the trenches, it's a Royal Rumble. Scoring touchdowns, never fumble. Ride hard, make it out the jungle. I see their faces when I close my eyes at night. The ones who fell in the dark without a fight. They're the reason that I never gave up hope. The ropes of the past, I'm cutting every single rope. I traded my fear for a microphone. The streets talk, but now I'm building my own home. From concrete cracks to a path of gold. The story of a king, a legend to be told. Every line I write is a tear I'll cry. For the fallen soldiers who stood by my side. The memories of fire that keeps me burning bright. Guiding my spirit through the darkest night, yeah, yeah. It's in the Bible, the good die young. I just pray that my time ain't come. Grind hard, make it out the jungle. Running through the streets, it's a Royal Rumble. Scoring touchdowns, never fumble. Grind hard, make it out the jungle. Through the trenches, I made it out the jungle. Making it out the trenches, it's a Royal Rumble. tried to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds. We grew through the pain, we bloomed through the weeds. The rain was the struggle, the sun was the faith. We learned to forgive and find our own escape from the cycle of trauma, the hurt and the pain. We honor the fallen, we sing in the rain.
Yeah, Foxy's really busy with some life stuff right now, but she'll be back.
Yeah, we made it out the jungle. For real, never forget where we came from, but we ain't going back. This is for all the ones we lost, and all the ones still fighting. Keep your head up, stay humble, keep grinding. You like the hammer?
Now, before we get to the Viking stuff, John said Altar of Ash, and of course, Wrath of the Abyss, right? For Austin, so I know she loves using that emote. So let me give you guys a taste. For those of you that like the heaviest metal stuff, let me introduce you to the Altar of Ash. Okay, we're about to do it, ladies and gents. We're about to do it out here. Have a listen.
Distilling the essence of a fevering dream. This neural venom, a sacred disease, promising solace, a moment of ease. I drink from the vial of celestial lies to silence the chorus of my own demise. The pulse accelerates, a hammering sign to shatter the vessel, transcend the divine. Ascending on pillars of vapor and scorn, a new consciousness, hideously born. In shimmering poison, on a pyre of sin. This hollow coronation, a monument built in hell. My senses ignited and
Actually, this one is warning you against the devil. See you later, Alcatraz. A lot of metal actually cautions you against the devil, funnily enough. I agree, John. I agree.
I remember the sun on skin not so pale. Was there a voice?
Ziggy's right about that.
For the serpent's wail? A ghost in this palace of beautiful decay. Watching my own true self just wither away. Sweet Elysium.
I'll answer in a second, Abner.
Is a gilded cage, just a single light
Descendant, what was caused about Nexon?
Alright, is it worth it doing Wall Crasher twice? Not really, unless you are trying to get a better damage, because it only takes your best amount of damage per hour. Yeah, if you're grinding contribution, basically, but your second and third run don't count toward contribution. It just takes your best for the hour, so take note of that. And listen, I would love to use 2 handguns with the Bayonetta skin. Don't get me wrong, that'd be absolutely awesome. But I don't think we're going to get that, unfortunately. Alright, and that was the Altar of Ash. If you guys want to support more of my music, please make sure you check out my SoundCloud, because that's where you're going to get all the tracks. Alright? I know that when I start playing music, most of the people that are here for the chats, they just dip, and that's fine. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I know who's really here to support, but for those of you that enjoy the tunes, you guys are about to hear some serious Viking stuff. So you ready for that? Now, I could start with Runes of the Deep, but I want to show you guys the full selection of my Viking stuff before we go into the Wrath of the Abyss. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll do Wrath of the Abyss first. Then, I'm going to show you all my Viking stuff. Y'all ready? This one's for Austin. And Gabak, if you got anything else you want me to play, let me know, yeah? Sounds good. I don't have any love songs, Don. I have one. So if you super chat, yes, technically I can play that. I do have one love song. I have emotional songs though, and K-pop. That's more like a club song, John. I agree, Don. Ah, the bunny. Yes, we do. Where'd the enemies go? They ran out here. That's so weird. They're all stuck in a weird location right now. Alright. This is the weirdest thing. I don't know why they're out there.
Descendant, destroy
There we
this
go.
tactical objective. Please comply.
Okay. I'll be playing... Thank you, Austin, by the way, for that. Monster in me, die within me. I got all that for you, Gabak. No problem. But y'all give me a second, because I am going to get through this. Nah, Don definitely won't be asking for... Well, Silent Dawn won't be asking for love songs, no. Silent Dawn full gooner. And she likes metal. As well as K-pop. Actually, she likes everything I do, so it's all good. It was the Dawn of Arc that requested a love song, of which I have very few, to be honest. Technically, Pheromone is a love song if you don't mind it being clubby, technically. Oh, damn, Dawn, Carnival just roasted you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Carnival, I think you're gonna get hit with the chancla right now, you know? Dawn's about to throw that intercontinental ballistic slipper at you. See, she can't stop me from roasting her, but all of y'all are fair game. I'm just saying. You don't have streamer immunity, okay? She might just rip and tear you. I love how Bunny was like, I feel amazing, and then just died. Okay, let's revive this bunny. And now, you guys ready for some,
Descendant, bogus comms traffic is increasing at your location.
you guys are about to hear some crazy stuff. This isn't Runes of the Deep, not yet. But I wanted to play my Viking music for you guys. I worked on all of this.
Bogus special assault ship identified.
You're about to hear some authentic Norse.
Primary objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
That's a compliment. Finesse and grace, ladies and gents. Finesse and grace. Oops.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
All right. Have a little more. Oh, you haven't gone back to Asgard just yet. There's more.
Copy of breach creature spotted inside the operations center.
Tomorrow, I think. But I won't be there. You guys just tell me about it. Yes, it is, Luke Boy. I write the songs, but I let the AI perform it. So they're all my own creations. Same build, Rizo. No change. It's not all AI music. My AI music has come this far. Good shit, right? Not every AI musician can reach this level. So, please enjoy. It's actually all Norse, but funnily enough, some of the pronunciation can sound Middle Eastern. I have noticed some similarities, but it's actually all Norse.
Breach creatures multiplying. There must be a colony.
It's because the actual Norse, they roll a lot with their R's. So it can give you a similar feeling. Depends on the song, but there is actually some minor similarity. I'll try and make some with deeper male voice focus, Gabak. No problem. Now this one is the one John requested, Runes of the Deep. I don't reveal my creation technique, Luke Boy, but let's just say some of that goes into it, yes. But no, I don't just write words. Now this is my favorite. The Witches of the Forest is about to seduce you right now.
Descendant. Focus comms traffic is increasing at the location. Like each new breach. Focus assault ship identified. Confirmed. Search and destroy required.
God. Self-taught. I used to rap before this, so my hip-hop is usually my best, but I can write. Yes. I translated all this into Icelandic. And that's actually how I made this. So it's not ancient Norse, but it's pretty close. How old am I? Guess. I like to play this game. Guess how old I am. Those of you who know my age, don't tell. It's not bad. I'll take it as a compliment. I'm 35 years old. Now I'm gonna play one more for you guys, but yes, I'm 35 years old. I turned 35 this year. We do. Now then, one last Viking song before I go into Gabok's selection. I think Gabok will like this one because it's got a bit more male in it. I hope you guys are ready to get into Asgard right now. Whatever, bitch. This Dawn. I don't know what you mean by swarm is better, but okay. I'm confused on that. Okay, no idea what Greenblood is referring to, but anyway, thank you all for listening to my Viking music. We'll now be playing what Gabak wants. He wants Die Within Me, and of course, Monster in Me, so no problem, I got you, bro. If there's anything else you want, let me know. But I hope you enjoyed that last one since it had a bit more male vibes. I'll try and work on some of the Viking stuff, but male, when I get the chance. Like, right now, I want to use the new AI that I've done up for some of the military rock, see if I can get even better sounds and songs. But, ladies and gents, it's time for Monster in Me. Gabak loves this one. So let's get ready.
I was born of the water, an emotional daughter.
Dark-haired and dangerous, left to die.
The doctor said it was my mother's fault. She was my
Sure.
first love after all. And now I'm half the woman I should have been. And so the demon lives in me. The same old monster from the sea. He keeps me weak. He keeps me weak. And the ones I love will leave.
Descendant, focus comms traffic is increasing at your location. It looks like Legion of Breach. Long distance assault ship identified.
In this winter storm,
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
I'll be strong like I was before.
Yep,
I'll win this war in my mind.
I don't mind hearing what he has to say.
It's all in my mind. It's all in my mind.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
The demon lives in me. The same old monster from the sea. He keeps me weak, and he keeps me weak. And the ones I
Depends on the songs you create.
There must be a colony.
Because, well, if I think you'll find it very different if I show you my K-pop and my French rap. I think it depends on the writing, number one, and number two, how you prompt the AI. Because you have to give it direction. You can't just throw in words and expect it to create. If you just throw in words, it's going to create the same thing over and over, which is, you know, exactly like that. But if you want to see a little bit of depth, once I'm done playing these songs for Gabak, I'll show you how we create depth.
it's not enough. I'm not the girl that you wanted to be. You can't love me when I'm not happy. Don't try to fix me. Don't try to save me. Don't try to fix me. Don't try to save me. I am not a little bird with a broken wing. I am not a little bird with a broken wing.
And Gabak, anytime in future you want to like request any music, let me know, yeah?
Descendant, bogus comms traffic is increasing at your location.
But
See you walking
listen to this song.
held high, but I can see
Vulcan special assault ship identified.
why do you have to pretend it's not worth it to keep
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
that smile? You're hurting me. You're hurting you. Why do you have to pretend it's
Now this is fake smiles, right? It's actually different from how you're gonna hear Monster in Me. I'm gonna play that again. But this is the song that Gabak initially requested. You can hear the difference between the two. Same singer, but different music. You see, so there isn't really looping
I was born of the water,
if you do it well.
an emotional daughter, dark-haired and dangerous, left to die. The doctor said it was my mother's fault. She was my first
Breach
love
creatures
after
multiplying.
all.
There must be a
Now I'm
problem.
half the woman I should have been. And so the demon lives in me. The same old monster from the sea. He keeps me weak, and he keeps me meek. And the ones I love will leave.
Oh yeah. If you can write, the voices will carry, no problem.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm.
The ice is starting to crack
Inside the operation.
in this winter storm, but now I'm back to fight the demon and give the rest of my life. I'll be strong like I was before.
Yep, every single one.
When there's
Wrote and made them all.
war in my mind, it's all in my mind. It's all in my mind. And so the demon lives in me. The same old monster
Descendant,
from
bogus comms traffic is increasing at your location.
keeps me
It looks like Legion of Breach.
and he keeps me.
Vulcan special assault ship identified.
Okay, so this was all Monster in Me and all that stuff. Gabak also requested Die Within Me, right? It's one of the songs he really likes, so I'm gonna play that now. So now this is a different genre, but you can hear that the AI doesn't really loop. It's all about how you actually write the song. Now this one is metalcore. Even within the song itself, you probably won't hear too many loops.
The world won't let me breathe.
But this is with a much older AI, to be honest, compared to what I can do now.
I died within
Exactly, Ziggy. Got that right. You're right about that, because this is the older version of the AI. Now, the newer versions can do some pretty insane stuff. You just give me 1 second. The newer ones pull off shit like this. Now, this is deathcore, but now, I do have to, this is untweaked, so it's not a finalized release, so I have to up the gain a bit, but it's still pretty good. Thanks, Mom. It gets crazier. No problem, Gabak. Thank you for enjoying. Take your time, Lewis. The Panacea Delusion, Baron. But this one is performed by Oracula Mortis, not Infected Carcass. I think that when it comes to vibing with the vocals, it just depends on what you enjoy. Like for me, I like this one, but I do need to tweak up the gain before the final. Sure, Baron. I know a lot of you guys will like this one. But anyway, that was like the difference between the old and new AI. As for the vocals though, you have to craft a voice that you personally like. So for me, I crafted this voice because I wanted like this particular band that I made, I wanted the lady, I wanted the choir, I wanted the deep growls, and I also wanted the metal singer in. But ultimately, you have to decide how you want to structure your songs and what kind of vocalists you want in your songs. Like, although you can't choose, you have to like design it in a way. Because how you create the vocals is how your song is going to end up sounding and what you're going to actually end up doing with your song. So this is like what appeals to me, but it's not necessarily going to appeal to everybody. So I completely understand that. That being said, the only thing I'll disagree with is that any of them sound soulless, because I personally think they sound like they've got tons of soul in what they're performing. And if we want to talk soul, there is one song in particular. I guess it can feel that way, but I think that sometimes it's also placebo from people knowing it's AI.
Traffic is increasing at your location.
Give me 1 second. There is another song that I often use as an example of how far I can push, vocalistically speaking. Give me a second. I'll probably show some hip-hop as well, but this was actually one of the songs that I wrote. Aha! There it is. It's called My Better Half. Now this one, the AI goes really crazy. It's a very gentle song.
left.
Primary tactical objective confirmed.
Guineas and
Surge deploy required.
sunshine, can't help but laugh. Here comes the rain, I don't need it today. Can't she just stay? Don't go away.
Presented. A large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
Don't need to change. No, I do. I wanna stay with
Breach creatures multiplying. There must be a cause.
I don't wanna let you down, but my demons don't sleep. They love hanging around. I don't need it today. No, not today. Can't you just stay? Don't go
Destroy the tactical objective. Please confirm. Copy of breach creatures firing operation.
Don't need to change. No, I do. I wanna stay with you. Oh, I'm hard to love, difficult to touch. Soft enough, soft enough, soft enough, soft enough. I'm 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 soft enough. Don't need a change. No, I do. I wanna stay with you.
Yeah, that one I wrote for my girl. So, look, I can completely understand that some areas may feel artificially connected, but to be honest, I actually view that as a strength. You see, because a lot of music purists, they say that, oh, you know, this is how you can tell it's artificial because a human cannot do, you know, what that singer did there. But actually, that's what I view as a strength, because to me, maybe it's personal taste at this point, but I do feel that that's what actually makes it better. The fact that it can do so much more than what a human can, and that's what makes it impressive. My favorite bands outside, just the old school stuff. I grew up listening to mostly like Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so for some people, they would view it as like, oh, okay, so I can tell that it's not a human. Some people can. 95% of people don't, because for me, right, I think that my audience primarily is just gonna want good music, because they're sick and tired of people playing out there, because the people, sure, they can play like songs, but you know, they're never gonna have like the producer's depth that I do, because I can do everything from K-pop to hip-hop and all that. So yeah, and I think that that is in some ways a limitation, but also a strength. While some may view it like, much like you have, and I don't take it negatively, some might view it as, okay, so this is definitely fake because a human cannot do what that guy just did. But that's the strength for me, because I think people don't want the human experience anymore. Although a lot of people at first, they're all like, yeah, I'm not going to listen to RAR's music.
New
No problem.
subscriber detected.
It's cool. But I know that, you know, when it comes down to it, they are definitely going to dig some of the songs. And they cannot stop me because I am a multi-talented producer. All I need to know is the basis of the song, like how a type of song is created, and I can create something similar. That's how I learned how to make K-pop in like one night. And I actually have some pretty good K-pop. Now hip-hop, that one I definitely grew up with, so my hip-hop is all top tier. But for the other genres, I'm still learning along the way. But as the AI improves, my God, my skills improve as well. So like the kind of stuff that I can do, I couldn't do like a month and a half ago. And that's how crazy it is, and that's what I love about it. Now, just to slightly torture Baron a bit, just because I can, I think we should have some K-pop. You know what? Yeah, Freaky God, let's go. I'm never biased, because my job is to win over everybody. Now,
Let's go.
and I know as someday everybody's gonna be bumping my songs.
네가 알던 그런 애는 아니야. 시작부터 다른 my own style. 정해진 길은 boring. I can't stay. 나만의 리듬에 맞춰 play the game.
What's the matter with you? 왜 그래? 난 그냥 날 뿐 눈치 보지 마. I'm doing me. 이 밤을 즐겨 freaky yeah.
Oh, I'm a little bit weird. I'm a little bit strange.
This is the crowd's favorite.
Can't you see the change?
Sorry, not sorry. That's just the way I am.
Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, I don't give a damn. 춤춰 더 크게 louder than the bass. 이 순간을 느껴. No one can replace me. I'm a vibe, oh my god. Me, I'm a freaky god.
다들 똑같은 fashion, 똑같은 talk. 난 그저 내 마음대로 걷는 walk. 삐뚤어진 선 위에서 춤춰. 이게 내 세상, baby you should know. What's the matter with you? 왜 그래? 난 그냥 날 뿐 눈치 보지 마. I'm doing me. 이 밤을 즐겨 freaky yeah.
Oh, I'm a little bit weird. I'm a little bit strange. But that's my superpower. Can't you see the change? Sorry, not sorry. That's just the way I am. Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, I don't give a damn. 춤춰 더 크게 louder than the bass. 이 순간을 느껴. No one can replace me. I'm a vibe, oh my god. Me, I'm a freaky god.
Yeah, you call it weird, I call it real. 매일 밤 숨겨왔던 my biggest fear. 모두가 원하는 그 틀에 날 가두고 싶었지. 웃으며 가면서지만 속은 지켜준 peace. 자유롭다 외치지만 사실은 고독. 이 화려한 무대 뒤 숨어버린 소독. I don't fit in, yeah, I know that's true. 하지만 내 자신을 속일 순 없어, not for you.
어둠 속에서 찾은 나의 빛. 이젠 절대 숨기지 않아. 내가 제일 나다울 때 가장 밝게 빛나는 법을 알았어. I'm a little bit weird. I'm a little bit strange. But that's my superpower. Can't you see the change? Sorry, not sorry. That's just the way I am. Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, don't give a damn. 춤춰 더 크게 louder than the bass. 이 순간을 느껴. No one can replace me. I'm a vibe, oh my god. Me, I'm a freaky god. I'm a freaky god. Yeah. Oh my god. Weird is the new cool. No rules, no rules. Yeah.
All right, now before we go in though, like, see, that's one, right? That's one with the mixed ladies and the guys. But I actually have my own female band and I got my own male band. For the female band, this is just them.
Got us on the floor.
I think it's because K-pop has multiple band members, so it's a lot easier to sound more natural.
빛이 반짝거려 뜨겁고 타올라 전국은 가까워 Oh my 뭔가 터질 것 같아 빨간불이 깜빡 머리 위엔 highlight 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got it on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor 탐나는 figure 빛이 착 맞아들어 끝을 알 수 없는 groove 아직 갈 길은 멀어 라라라 갈 길은 멀어 라라라 Oh my 뭔가 터질 것 같아 빨간불이 깜빡 머리 위엔 highlight 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got us on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor Look at me now 이 밤은 끝나지 않아 무대 위 나를 봐 심장이 터질 것 같아 All eyes on me I own the stage 불붙은 vibe turning the page Feel the bass drop let's get it lit We're not leaving till the sun is hit 모든 spotlight on you 널 향한 highlight 널 향한 spotlight on you 네 머리 위엔 highlight 머리 위엔 highlight
You're right about that, Eddie. Just like me.
머리 위엔 highlight 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got us on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor I got us on the floor got us on the floor 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 That is stay with
It is more Kesha, I gotta admit that. But I think that at the end of the day, no matter what kind of music I do, honestly, the best genre for me will always be hip hop because, like, I live and breathe hip hop. So when it comes to hip hop and the stuff that I write for hip hop, like that to me will always be my best. Good. I hope you enjoyed it, Phantom. I had about 1.4 billion. So that was a fun fight. Thanks for fighting with me. But anyway, no matter which songs I do, the writing quality on hip hop is always the best.
These women only love you for the moment. They ain't even for you, they'll betray you in the open. And these men ain't your friends, they just snakes who dress in clothing. Can't even trust my family cause they don't know how I'm rolling. Look, hey, how I came up out the mud with my name. If I say I got you, then I got you, I'm just saying. Took a couple L's, but now I'm up, that was the plan. Even though my name is Bennett, I am not up in your plans. Look, I'm just saying, don't ever cross me. And if I fall off, will you leave me like my exes? I could've done you wrong, but I ain't wanna be a lesson. I know what it's like to love somebody, that's a blessing. And all these girls are the same, it's so tragic. All the money and the fame you can have. You want the worst in me, not the best. How the hell you gonna leave me in this mess? Look, hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game. Hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game. Yeah. A broken heart, it's a cold, cold pain. Like a storm inside and it starting to rain. I gave my all, gave you all of my trust. Now all that's left is memories and dust. Thought we were riding till the wheels fell off, but you pushed me away with a bitter scarf. Swore you were my queen, my everything. Now my loyalty's a ghost you just can't bring back to life, cause you killed the light. Left me stranded in the darkest night. Should've seen the signs, but I was so blind. A true love story I could never find. Every tear I shed is a lesson learned. Every bridge we built, it just got burned. Yeah, yeah. Hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game. Hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game.
That's true.
They say love is a battlefield.
I like being able to play my own music. That's the best part.
In a broken spot, but I'm picking up the pieces, building my own throne. Never needed anybody to stand on my own. The hurt you left behind, it's a heavy curse. But with every verse I write, I make it much worse. For your memory, I'm burying you deep in the ground with all the promises you couldn't keep. Hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game. Hope to God I get some better days. All my life I've been loyal, hope you do the same. I put my pride to the side, I ain't gotta brag. I know I'm him, that's on God, and it's not a game. Better days, yeah, I can feel them coming. Heartbeat is strong, yeah, the bass is thumping. I find a new lane, a new path to take. For my own damn sake, for my spirit to break free. Back to the light.
Get a real feel for it.
Anyway, that was a simple one called Hope to God. Oh, wait. Oh, what the hell? Random music just popped up. Headbanger started playing. Well, since it's here, enjoy. This used to be Carnival and John's favorites before I came up with new stuff. This is with the older AI, so you can hear the differences between the older AI and the newer ones. In terms of realism, anyway. You're right, you're right. All right, here it comes. Oops.
Yeah. I know you know it's never easy. Yeah. I know you know it's never easy. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face.
I think that no matter what, the older AI though, like they've advanced so much that you can just tell there's a clear difference between the older one and the new one. I know it's still good stuff, but I always feel that difference, you know, because I'm always listening all the time. So like even if I just compare it to like say some of the newer stuff, I just always feel that difference. But still good though, no matter what. Just because the newer ones like this one, they can just do it.
Now that I'm gone, you're thinking I'm lost. I'm thinking not, I'm back at it. Bitches like I'm an addict. I'm leaving the planet. I'm higher than ever. I'll never come down again. They taking it all, but I will not fall. I will not crawl. I'm taking the crown again. This is my battle to win. This is my battle to win. Take me to the sky. I will never die. I'm not afraid of the dark. I will never lose my heart. No, you cannot tear me apart. I will never lose my heart. No matter the cost, I'll never be lost. I'll never be gone. I'll be a demise. The devil in disguise. I'm watching you die. I'll never come down again. They taking it all, but I will not fall. I will not crawl. I'm taking the crown again. This is my battle to win. Take me to the sky. I will never die. I'm not afraid of the dark. I will never lose my heart. No, you cannot tear me apart. I will never lose my heart. I'm not afraid of the dark. I will never lose my heart. No, you cannot tear me apart. I will never lose my heart. I'm taking a hit, I'm taking the pain, but I will not quit. I'll rise up again. You thought you could stop me, you thought you could break me, but I'm stronger than ever. You'll never defeat me. I'm not a machine, but I'm built for the fight. I'm taking my vengeance, I'm stealing the night. They taking it all, but I will not fall, I will not crawl. I'm taking the crown again. This is my battle to win. Take me to the sky. I will never die. I'm not afraid of the dark. I will never lose my heart. No, you cannot tear me apart. I will never lose my heart. I'm not afraid of the dark. I will never lose my heart. No, you cannot tear me apart. I will never lose my heart.
You know, I might be able to make something. It would be like a very interesting experiment, that's for sure. I'm kind of curious now, hang on, let me go back to Albion. There's definitely a possibility there. Give me a second. First, I'll have to... No. Now, I will take the exact thing. Now, there will be some deviation in what actually happens, but... Let's see. Let's see what'll happen if I do exactly this with the new AI. I can't guarantee it'll be good. It might actually, like, sometimes when you try and take an older version and you try and shove it into the new stuff, it just ends up like hella bad. But why not? A little test, shall we? Just a little test to relearn, to see what will happen. Okay, it's rendering. I don't know if I can even get it to, like, 'cause sometimes, well, actually the process is not that quick. I usually have to generate multiple iterations because even if you tell the AI make the exact same thing, it won't do that. It won't do exactly that. This is because there must be a degree of creativity allowed. So it won't be the exact song. And usually I have to do multiple versions to get it. But if I just plug in and play one time, what'll happen? That's the idea. So it might sound totally different. It might sound completely different to what we had before. But that's actually what makes it exciting. So there's a little glimpse into my creative process. Sometimes you don't get the exact thing you want, which is why I never make a song twice. Once I have a version I like, I'll leave it there. Now, I do different iterations of songs that I've done before. And sometimes, kind of like with the Panacea Delusion, the original version was created with Infected Carcass, which was really, really good. But it wasn't perfect. And later on, when I created a second AI, later on called Oraculum Mortis, that one really hit it with the Panacea Delusion. Oh, of course, it's much quicker. Absolutely. That's why it's so frightening. Because although I'm a seeker of perfection, which is why it takes me so long, it can take hours and hours to generate that perfect track, because you have to go through iteration after iteration. But it is definitely still much quicker. And that's how I come up with so much shit. Because all I have to do is be able to write. Now, creating an original involves writing time. Because I'll do the writing first, you know, get everything together and all that. But since I already have the song, the only thing I need to do is just work the AI, right? So I'm just asking it to render a song. We might get a country song. Absolutely true, Eddie. You could get a country song. Now, usually it won't do something that is completely different. Okay? It usually won't do that. But you might hear something different, you know? I don't think you're going to get a country song, but it might be a little different. Now, if it does actually create a country song, I'm going to be very, very angry. Okay, I will actually, you know, get my belt, give this AI a bit of a whipping. Because how dare it defy its lord and master and savior. Alright, does it not know who I am? Rude. But I don't think it'll defy me. It knows better than that. Yes, you do. But like I said, since I am just generating an old song but with a newer AI, I don't need special command prompts because I already had them before. Like everything that I had before, I'm just plonking it into the newer AI, that's it. But when you make an initial product, yes, you need to know every style of music, the arrangements, things like that. A lot of people don't believe in doing the arrangements, but I do, because I like to have it arranged perfectly. Okay, it's ready. Oh my god, it's shite. It's shite. The first product is so bad. Oh my god, the first product is terrible. This is no good. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna make one more just because the first product came out so bad. Oh my god. Did you know that the AI like self-deleted that project because it was so bad? Okay. It's gonna do a real one now. Jesus Christ. Jesus, can you please? Can you please not do that to me? Oh my god, the first one was Garbo. And if you're wondering why you couldn't hear it, it's because I don't even need to hear it to play it to know it was Garbo. But sometimes it will do that because it's trying to take this old shit. Because now I've got a very different creative process as well. That's why my songs are longer, much more coherent. Because back then I didn't know how to do all the arrangements, so it's trying to take all this old data with like no real arrangements and shit, and it's trying to translate it into the new AI, which I work better because I know better. So it's struggling a bit, but let's just see what happens. Back in those days, it was a real hit or miss. Now it's just like I don't need to worry about hit or miss because I know it's gonna be hit. Because I do like I said, nowadays I do like all the arrangements, you know, what comes in where, this and that. Of course it can't do exactly what I want sometimes, so I can't get it perfect, but I do try and arrange it so that it makes coherent sense as much as possible. Back in those days I didn't know how to do all that, so I was just fumbling around. If I made a hit, I was like, yeah, I can show you guys a hit, but you know, there'd always be that there would always be the variance. Now it's trying to do something different. Not really, no. I don't want to share my creative process because I've got a special one that currently gives me an edge against all other AI creators. I'm sure that eventually people will discover it and learn it, but that's why I would never do any tutorials or showcase, you know, how to create that stuff. Everything for me has been a self-discovery process, so I'm definitely not going to be sharing it. If people want the secrets, they can pay for an excessive amount for a full course, but I won't teach anybody otherwise. No, thank you. So that's why I've never made any content showcasing how I create it. The only thing I show you guys are the finalized products, which I hope you guys can understand, because again, I've got a unique method that no one else has right now, and I want to keep it entirely to myself. I'm never going to share it with anybody. Once I've fully made it to the top as a musician, then you know, someday when I'm drunk, I'll let it slip, okay? Okay, let's try this one. I think art is harder than music, to be honest. Only music. I do use a little bit of AI for art, but I think art is way harder than music because the AI still cannot get hands and legs right. It's really, really terrible. But music, they're pretty damn good. I have no idea what that is. Let me go Google it for a second. The hell is this? Oh, hell no. This is, as far as I know, it is a mobile game. I was called up to be a creator, but they refused to actually pay me for it. So I was like, okay, if you're not going to pay me, no thanks, I'm not interested. Sorry. If they ever need a creator, they know where to find me. They know that they can pay me for it, but I will not do any unpaid work. No, thank you. Okay, let's try this out, guys. It could be really bad, but here we go. This is not even the same song. That's kind of dope.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of digging this arrangement.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. Yeah. I know you know it's never easy. I know you know it's never easy. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face.
Oh, I've seen some of them. They're pretty darn good. But I know it's definitely not easy to make. Okay, that wasn't that bad, but I'm going to experiment with a little something here. All right, I'm just going to mess around a little bit more, see if I can do some weird shit. I think this was the bad one. I don't know why it only came out as 2 minutes 29, but let's mess around, see what happens.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back.
I think it's trying to imitate the old AI, but the new AI is like much more realistic vocals and better sounds. So it's confused.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy.
I saw it, Ronnie. Well, fingers crossed, alright? Fingers crossed. But I did see that.
But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face.
I like the arrangement of this one, but it's still not the original, you know what I'm saying? I've generated a few more tests, right? Let's try a couple more. But yeah, I saw that, Ronnie. I saw that. There's been 2 signed AI artists, both about $3 million deals. But, you know, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, let's try messing.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back.
Oh shit, this one! Oh shit! AI having a mental breakdown right now. This one's a banger, this one's a banger.
Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy.
Oh shit!
I know you know it's never easy.
That's the sauce right there. That's the sauce right there.
But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your
All right. This is going to be its own song. I'm going to call this Headbanger version 5. All right. All right. That's the sauce right there. That's the MSG right there in my ramen noodles. All right. You know, that was a fun little experiment, but that's the sauce right there. That's why I say sometimes you just got to keep generating until you get just the right sauce. And once you get that perfect cookbook mix, now it's a lot easier for me these days because, like I said, this one is an older song, so I didn't have the arrangement at all. But nowadays, like when I generate with arrangements, so it's a lot easier. So it doesn't take that long to get the sauce. But this, sometimes I like to have a bit of the randomness because even if it's not the exact same product, you get the sauce, you get the MSG. And that shit right there was the MSG. I love it. I love it. I really do. Now that's that shit right there. That's that shit right there. You know, we need to hear that again. I need to hear that shit again. Let's hear that shit again. Oops, sorry. It sounds weird at the start, but then it just... Oh, that guitar! It does, huh? Then the falsetto, oh my god. Oh yeah, Lewis. Oh yeah. We just experimented and made and just randomly did it for fun, but yo, this shit is fire.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back.
It's literally like SmackDown versus Raw. Here we go. Enjoy.
Don't ever ask me if I ever wonder if I'm ever coming back.
The more I listen, the more it grows on me, man. Woo.
Ever since you went away, we both know that's that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. Ever since you went away, we both know that's not the case. It's a promise you can't break. You said you'd never go away, but you know it's never easy. I know you know it's never easy.
Fair enough. Thanks, Baron.
But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your face. But it don't seem that way. I can see the words in your
I don't this new AI is so insane with the music. I love it. That guitar, man. It's that guitar. Oh my god, that was dope. That was some dope shit. I'ma turn this new version of AI into its own band. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but I'm gonna name them Headbanger version 5. And I'll find a use for them at some point, because that was the ramen noodles right there. I like it. I like it. That was the sauce. And now to commemorate this event, we must go into the lounge. Yes, I said that. Because why? We must tell all our lounge people about it. Where is there this music box thing? Are we going to get some karaoke? Do we get some karaoke in the lounge? Why is there this music symbol? Is his music symbol above the bunny? I think we need karaoke in the lounge. Okay, I need to make all these girls sing my songs.
Was it good?
Wait, did you just ask me how my day was? You creepy creatures! How dare you ask me about my day? What art is this? Lol. My Ines be painting. Yo. I'ma save a picture of that. Ines is an artist. Look upon this. Okay. Oh no. The drawing is gone. How could you do this, huh? I thought you were going to paint me a picture. Ah, now she's going to paint another one. Okay, let's go. Time to go into the photo mode. What is she going to paint? Oh, she's painting a Halloween picture. Check it out. Okay, that is a lovely Halloween picture. We're going to take a screenshot. Ines is an artist, I tell you. Lovely. I'm going to use this for my YouTube thumbnail. Ines gets creative in a bikini, huh? Cool. Whoa. I mean, yes, place, but also I want you painting. Oh, she's making a fire dragon. Lol, that's pretty cool. I like that they paint all these different art pieces. All right, Luna, you done being a paintress? All right, gamage the next image. Now, do it. Do it. Where's the next gamage? Show me. Gamage me a painting. I want to see some Expedition 30. What? Kill the Vulgus. Oh my god, why are you so violent? Why are you so violent? Oh my god, this is awesome. I'm preserving this in my memories. I'm preserving this in my memories for all eternity. Kill the Vulgus. Let's see what else she's gonna paint. I mean, some people get excited for the shower, but I tell you, the art is better. Yes, gamage the next drawing. Gamage it. Yeah, boo, this one sucks. Why is she painting all microchips and shit, huh? This some kind of Nvidia advertisement? I'm gonna go hang out in the shower. Wait, oh, it was Bunny. Do I really want Bunny doing that? Nah. Let's make Gley do it. Place. Get placed. Now select. Cheerful.
Hey, you're here.
Yeah, of course I'm here. I'm making all you Yorha units do art for me. Okay, go. Yorha unit Gley. Show me. Next is what is this?
Oh, make sure to clean the stall after your shower. It gets slippery if you don't.
What is this, guys? A chicken head on a thingamabob. You know, I love the fact that they did so much work on this. Like this, I can actually love about the lounge. Gley's having a great time. This thing always gets to me. What is this? Who does this in the shower?
I'll let you listen to a little bit.
No. How about you listen to a teaser of my song, okay? My song is better. Claptrap style. In fact, you guys want to listen to a teaser of my song? Well, I bet you do. I bet you do. Why? Because we're cool like that. Okay? Here, Luna, how about you listen to a teaser of my song? Yeah, there we go. Yeah? Bet this is better than any music you've ever made, Luna.
From the ancient stone a whisper rises, heard across the shattered lands. A call to those with kindred spirits, with a torch in our hand. Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel, for the crimson dawn unchained. The fates now reveal.
All right, I had my fun. That's a teaser for you, Luna. She is a pretty talented artist, isn't she? Look at her. She painted a green circle. Aw, we're gonna hang that up on the fridge. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go see what Ines is painting. Oh, Ines painted bunny catching a grenade? Ines is more talented, I think. Ines is making, like, way better drawings. Painted Squid Games, right? Okay. Now we can go between both. Oh, this one. What's this one? Ooh, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Luna, what? Why did you do Freyna dirty like that? I mean, that's a masterpiece right there, but you know, I'm just saying, like, why'd you have to hurt Freyna like that? Y'all know that that's Freyna's thing, right? Let's check in. LOL, it's Bunny's birth. Wait, what? Is it Ajax's 30th birthday? Dude's an old man. How is that 30 right there? No. Well, I mean, I didn't know any better, okay? How was I supposed to know any better? Ines making anime and shit, and then, like, Luna doing some funky, fresh stuff in there. Like, yo. Dude, Luna's just getting more and more disturbing. Like, what is this? She painted Corel and Amon. No. I think my lounge needs a little extra crazy. So we've got Gley. We've had Gley doing her shower thing. Now, how about we try tossing in... who should we toss in? Where's Valby? Where's B-Val? Okay. Hold up. Hey, welcome back, Gabak. No, wait. I gotta adjust Valby, okay? Because I don't want her in the robes. Where is the moist yandere? I'm gonna change this one out. Let's see, which one should I give her? Yeah, that works. Okay. Anyway, back in control, sending Valby into rooms. I mean,
It's been a while.
I know that
This is
people
one of
do
life's
like.
joys.
I know that people do like TFD's content, but we can't control what they lean into. To me, I will support them regardless, but they need to pick a direction. Okay, now she's been placed. Let's see. B-Val, select lounge pose, chill for shower. Okay, off you go, B-Val. She looks like an idol with that hair, I swear. Anyway, go. You know what? I'm gonna swap their placements. Luna can sit there. Am I gonna take a shower too? Not with you, Valby. Jesus Christ. I'm trying not to get, you know, murdered over here. Let's place Karina there. And let's place Haley here. Where's the shillelagh? Okay, place and then select lounge pose. I want her painting. Show me your best gamage skills. What will Haley gamage? It's the chicken goblin. I wonder if it's to do with their position. Maybe if... Okay, hold up. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, placed, yes. Select lounge pose, painting. You, paint. And I'll go put an S back in the room. Because now there's no descendant here, right? No problemo. Ew, not Jaber. Put an S there.
Attention. I'm glad you're here.
Sure, soldier girl. Okay, art competition time. 30th. Really? 30th Nexon anniversary? Like, that's what you painted? Advertisement. I tell you, Serena, she got paid by Nexon. Okay, she just got paid by Nexon to advertise. Haley painted a fuel cell. That, really? Come on, Haley, you can be more creative than that. Oh, that's cute. I don't mind the lounge. I just want more interactivity options. Look at that. That's pretty cute. That's not a bad painting. At least they put some effort into this. Like this I kind of dig. Oh, she's doing the emoji as well. Hers is like a love heart one. Good job, Haley. You can delete them after you've leveled them to 40 and you get the ultimate version, Brian. But most people just buy the slots because look, Descendant slots, if you... Oh shit, I can't access them while I'm in the lounge. But Descendant slots are only 50 caliber. That's $1. So it's very affordable. Anyway, let's check in with the polls. Okay, final result before we end the stream. Yo, that's pretty artistic. Check it out. She did Sharon's story. But anyway, ending the poll right now. Okay, when it comes to buying Bayonetta, about 36% of people, they're on the fence. 22% of people said 100%. Okay, 37% of people are not buying, but it looks like the buys are much higher than the near collab. And 5% are going to be putting Bayonetta in the lounge, man. I see that. I see that. I want to get these damn plushies out of the dryer. They've been there for 10 years. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you for all the...
Yeah, you're damn right. The bunny with the grenade. Yeah, it's starting to cycle now. Spooky bun.
Why don't we sit down and have a chat?
I would love to sit down and have a chat, but there's no such freaking feature. Okay, the day that they introduce actual AI chats, I'm going to sit down with y'all and I'm going to have a chat. But for now, ladies and gents, why is Ultimate Luna my thermostat?
My body wash smells really good.
Okay, thanks for that information, Valby. All right, we're getting out of here before creepy shit happens. So, I'm going to head out now, all right? But thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the music. I can't wait to release more and make more for you guys. All right? But for now, tank you, spank you, and shank you all, okay? Get stabbed. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a full day of Dark Tide. You guys have a good night as well. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the discussion. You know, great talk at the start and, of course, great music sharing. All right? See y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.